What's going on, guys? My name is James Collects, and if you're finding me for the first time, I am both a nerdy collector and an eBay reseller. Now, we've not done one of these in a while. Last month, I'll be honest, was possibly my worst month of selling on eBay ever. I was doing 50% of what I would normally get back over the period of a month, so there was nothing to rave about, and yeah, there was just no point in making a video. But for some bizarre reason, I ran a few auctions about a week ago, so that everything ended Sunday last week, and from there it seems like everything has just jumped back into life. So I thought we'd go through and I'd show you some of the bits that we have now sold in the month of May. Our first item is this lovely 20-sided dice ice mold set that I got from a car boot last year. There were some guys that must have cleared out a warehouse just full of loot crate stuff. These dice molds cost me 50p a piece, and I sold the remaining ones, which I think was 6 I had left. I sold them for £83.62. All I did was ship it to the global shipping program, and then yeah, the GSP did exactly what they do. They shipped it out to its final destination. Got the positive feedback. Absolutely buzzing with it. £83.62 from a £3 investment. I'm very, very happy with. So yeah, in hindsight, this guy had so much stuff at his stall. I was speaking to him. I think it was a lockup storage that they had won it. A bit like Storage Hunters. There was a lot of stuff there. Now, initially when me and Jason were there, he said that he would have sold us the van load for 600 quid. In reality, should have done it, because there was some Fallout trainers which he wanted £10 for. I didn't buy them because I didn't think there'd be a market for them. They sold for £100. There were Fallout hoodies which I bought. I paid £10 for. I sold them for £40 a piece. There were some Dota medals which he chucked in for free. I got one off of him, sold it for £99, and because I had put it on for £99, another guy who goes to the same car boot bought them all for £8 each because he thought they were worth £99. Admittedly, at the time, I didn't think they were worth £99. I just sort of picked a number out of the air and thought, yeah, that'll do. See what happens. And yeah, turns out that's what they all went for. This guy had loads of stuff. He had literally a box that you could fit 2 grown men inside, full of t-shirts. Absolutely rammed full of t-shirts. Bags. Pin badges. I've been selling pin badges for the last, well, since I've had them. The Alien and Predator ones. They cost me next to nothing. And they're still selling. I tend to do maybe one every couple of months. Starting to run out of the loot crate stuff. I've still got a few Suicide Squad belts, but apart from that, yeah, hindsight's a wonderful thing. I really should have just, I don't know, robbed a bank and found 600 quid from somewhere, because that would have been, honestly, profit wise, I reckon there was between 6 and 8 grand profit there. And I didn't have the guts to take it, but I've learned from my mistakes, so I plan to, if I ever see anything like this again, to take the bull by the horns and just go for it. Right, enough waffling. Next item is this Ghetto Blaster. Now, this one was an absolute pain in the backside. I bought this from a reseller. He initially wanted £50 for it, going back a few weeks. Then it went down to sort of 40 and then 30, and I ended up getting it for 25. And he said, oh yeah, it's working fine, it's working fine, it's working fine. Now, if you are a reseller at a car boot and you are charging a premium rate for items, you need to not lie, because I will now never ever ever purchase anything electrical from this guy ever again, or if I do, I will presume that it's not working. As you guys can see, I listed it for £50. I think I ended up selling it for 35 or 40 because it took up a lot of room. I just didn't want it in the house anymore. I took a punt. I lost. If it was working, I would have got double that, to be honest, quite easily. Ended up going abroad. I think it ended up going to, I want to say China actually. I may be wrong. It might have been Spain. It's either China or Spain. I don't know why I think it's either one of those two, but it definitely is. So, yeah. I took a punt. I lost. You don't win them all. Next item is some items that you guys actually haven't seen in the videos yet, but hopefully this will get you guys excited for what is about to come. We have Civilization Call to Power. We have a nice wonky photograph. I put it on an auction. These cost me £1 each. So we have Civilization sealed. This has just sold. The guy took a little while to pay actually, which was really, really annoying because I had everything packaged and ready to go out on the Monday. Sorry, no, it was a bank holiday, so it would have been a Tuesday. And this guy just did not pay. I sent him 2 payment reminders, nothing. Opened up a case, lo and behold, he paid within hours. So I just set it to auction because it cost me next to nothing. It's a very strange market. It's a bit hard to judge where it's going, and because it's cost me so little, I just put it on as an auction. 7 days, let's just get rid of it. However, I only put a few items on. In reality, and in hindsight, I should have put all of the boxes. I've got 50, I think it's 53, 54 big box PC games. Now, annoyingly, because of eBay, for some bizarre reason, it would only let me go to £3.50 maximum for delivery, where obviously it goes as a small parcel. I have put all the big box ones, I have posted in large cardboard boxes that are, off the top of my head, they are 9 inches by 6 inches and 4 inches deep. So there's enough room where there's packaging going around the whole thing. So this is one that has sold. As you can see, there's a Capcom Street Fighter 2 that you're going to be seeing next. But yeah, I just thought, for the sake of £1, all I need is 2 people to bid on it, and I've at least broken even. That's my phone. Back in a sec. Right, that is Civilization done. Sorry for the phone call. It's just life has a way of just making life even harder for yourself, especially with bloody phones. So, Civilization, that auction started at £6.30. So, one bid on that, I would have times my money by, after fees, by about 4.5. So, more than happy for £23.80. Next up is Capcom Street Fighter 2, the big box PC CD-ROM game thingamajig. Starting price was £10. It went for $16.99. Now, this one did go to China. So, yeah. As I say, it only cost me £1 to get $16.99 off of £1. I'm very, very happy about it. I've got a lot more of the big box games to come out. I believe there's a Terminator 2 Judgment Day. There's a RoboCop. There's a Conan game. There's a couple of Red Alerts. So I'm going to have to now wait until the later end of next month, and I'm going to list every single one of them to all finish at the same sort of time. So that's going to be fun. Right, next item is another item you've not seen yet. This is from a Thursday card boot, or maybe you have seen it. I'm not too sure. Kenna Mask, as in M.A.S.K. Paid £20 for a box. Now, I've actually got a load of mask stuff on auction now, which are due to finish in 2 days' time on Sunday. And, yeah, I've received feedback for it already. £22 it went for. This pretty much paid for, well, maybe not, after fees, what, 14%. I'm probably about 50 pence short of paying for everything that I bought. I've still got more stuff to put on. I've got a whole bag of mixed mask figures and masks and sort of spare parts, broken parts. I've got a couple more cars I'm going to put on individually. And yeah, so £22. And I started this at 99p. I'm fairly certain I started this at 99p. Let's just go up. I don't want to reveal. There we go. I started at £8.20. My apologies. So yeah, cost me £20 for a box. I've got another 4 or 5 items that are due to end Sunday. I think the combined lot at the moment is about £80 or so. and obviously there's still 2 days left to go on that, so hopefully the price will continue. I think one of the items actually up to 40, which is absolutely madness. This is from the same car boot. This next item is a Shelby Furby. Now, you don't see many of these. This is the first Shelby that I've ever seen out at a car boot. I bought a whole bundle of things that I paid £15 for. Obviously this sold for 22.21, so this has paid for everything that I bought for from this particular seller. They're annoying, they talk constantly, but thankfully the seller had screwdrivers on him. He went into the cab of his van, undid the batteries, undid the plate, took out the batteries, and then that was it. It made life a lot lot again. I think, did I do this? I think it was £12 start, I want to say. Let's just scroll up a little bit, £12.70, there you go. I remembered something. So I was expecting it to go for around the £20 mark anyway, but with these slightly more uncommon Furbies, it's always nice just to try and get a slight bidding war, because auctions are always going to sell. You may get, what, 10% lower than what you was expecting to get if you did it as a buy it now, but there's always that possibility where if you hit the market at the right time and you get two people who are just bidding against each other, it might go for above. But it ended up only costing me a couple of quid, and to get £22 back for something that essentially cost me, what, £4 maybe, I'm not going to complain. We're going back to another big box game. This is FX Fighter Turbo. Yeah, didn't go for as much, this one, £4.64. Again, it only cost me a quid, so I'm happy with how it went. Pretty much the games that have sold, which is, so that's 4, so that's 20, that's 44 basically. So after fees, say what, 30, 39. The 3 items that have sold is almost paid for the whole lot. So I'm very, very happy. Yeah, nice, easy, quick sale. Next up is the Furby Teal, which I've been sitting on for ages. Now what I was doing was putting this on an auction for, I had it on for an auction for less than this as well. I had it on for $19.99 plus postage, and it sold for $24.95 including, which it's already been dispatched, and as far as I'm aware there's been no issues whatsoever. It was only dispatched yesterday, yesterday, day before, or was it this morning? I don't know. It's one of those days. There's I don't know. Yeah, that. So next up is a very, very small item, but I've got loads of these. I've got another 14. I had these on for $3.99 including free delivery. Now DVDs I will always post out in a small cardboard box which is designed to hold DVDs. I will never ever post DVDs or games in a jiffy bag, because they will get broken, they will get damaged, and then you'll have a whole back thingy. I can't think of the word. Backlash, that's the word. So it's just not worth it. So I've sold a few of these already. I've sold 6. I sold 1 at $4.99. I've sold the other 5 at $3.99 with free delivery. These cost me around 10 pence each. I've got a few. I've got one other lot of Bing DVDs which are not shifting at all, but I'm just, for the sake of 10 pence investment, they're just going to sit there. It doesn't bother me in the slightest. There's also some Beethoven, some Barbie, some Smurfs and other stuff, and now my phone keeps on going. I'll be back in a sec again. Right, third time lucky. I would have a go at who called me, but it was a wife, so I can't really have a go at her, can I? As I said, these cost me 10 pence each. If they're going to go out at $4.99 with free shipping, they can just sit on the shelf, keep a few at home, a few in storage, and then that's it. It's nice and easy. I'm more than happy. Now, down to our very, very last item, which is an item that sold today. Today being the 31st of May 2019. And it is the Tomy Super Cup Football. Now, I picked this up from a charity shop a little while ago. I paid £10 for it. Now, they had a check on eBay first, and they knew that it was going for anywhere between sort of £40 and £60 at the time. I said, well, that's all well and good if it's working. I took it home. It wasn't working at all. And I'm fairly sure the batteries that I had were fine. So I don't quite understand why they weren't working. So unbeknown to me, I left the batteries inside the unit, left it with the switch on, and apparently it kind of turned itself on at like 2 in the morning. And if any of you, well, if you guys have seen the video, you know that this thing is quite bloody loud. She thought, well, I say she, sorry, my wife thought that someone was actually breaking into the property. Turns out it was just the Tomy Super Cup football. That's all it was. But it is so loud. And if you don't know what's going on, yeah, I can imagine it being quite confusing. So, sold it today for £40 plus postage. I have it on for $49.99 plus postage. There's not many that are in where the box is in quite as good condition as to what mine's in. However, there is a goalkeeper that is broken, as you guys can see from the picture. If you look at the bottom left hand side, just over here, he's been held on by blue tack, which is in the description as well. So there's the box. Box is fairly decent for its age. And there we have the pitch, and there we have one lot of players, and there we have the other lot of players. So the guy sent an offer for £40 plus postage. I sent an offer back for £45 plus postage. Then he replied with another offer for £40 plus postage. And I thought, you know what? Yeah, let's just do it. Let's just get rid of it. So I literally accepted the offer, God, half an hour ago. Just before I went live and started recording this. So, yeah. Let's see what happens. Let's see if he actually pays. It wouldn't surprise me if he doesn't. But if I'd got the full 50, I probably would have gone back to the charity shop and I don't know, slipped a £5 in their donations box. But to get the 40 and with the other stuff that I paid, which was on the expensive side, it's not really worth an extra drink for the charity. But yeah, I don't know. We'll see. We'll see how it goes, because I've still got some gizmo gremlins to get rid of. So we'll see what they go for. If they go for a decent amount of money, then yeah, possibly I will end up putting an extra few quid in the tin. But there we go. There is just a very, I would say it's a short, quick video, but I've got absolutely no idea how long it is because I've had to stop 3 times for phone calls. Absolutely no idea how much I recorded. So hopefully this video isn't too long. I'm hoping the audio is okay. As always, thank you for watching. Don't forget to like, share, comment and subscribe. If you want to be entered into the giveaway, just leave a comment down below. It is as simple as that. I will catch you guys soon. Adios.